So today we're going to add a new feature function into Moses. It's going to be a very simple feature function. It will be stateless. It's going to be a word penalty, but instead of using just the counting the number of target words, it will calculate the number of target and source words. So yeah, it's going to be very simple. It will take maybe 5 or 10 minutes. So the first thing you should do is make a copy of an existing feature function. So we have two feature functions for you to do that. There is called skeleton stateless feature function and skeleton stateful feature function. So we're going to have make a new stateless feature function. So we're going to make a copy of the skeleton stateless feature function. So our new feature function is going to call WP2. So we're going to call our files WP2 as well. There you go. So I think I'm going to include that into my Eclipse IDE. So I've included it already. I'm going to open it now. So there you go. So my WP2 is still called skeleton stateless feature function. So I'm going to rename it. So right, so I've renamed my class to WP2. So the other thing you have to do when you have a new feature function is to register it. So to make sure that the decoder knows about it. To do that, go into the file factory.cpp. Add your new header file. So I've added my new header file. It's called Moses feature function WP2. There you go. And add, and then to register it, you register it down below with all the other feature functions. So I've added this Moses fname WP2. I did that previously. Now our feature function. So each feature function has 4 evaluate methods. The first one, evaluate, is called when the translation rule is being loaded. The second one will be called when the translation rule is being looked up just before decode search, and during search. For phrase base, it calls this evaluate function, and during SCFG decoding, it calls this evaluate function. So so this feature function to count the number of source and target words is slightly more involved than you might think. So for hierarchy and syntax models, you actually have to think about the number of the non-terminals, but we're going to ignore that. We're just going to use this for phrase base, and we're going to for phrase base there is no non-terminals, and all the words in the target and source phrase are just ordinary words. So we're going to override the first evaluate method, this one. So rather than it having an empty method, we're going to make a copy of that in a CPP file. Copy. Paste. There you go. WP2. That. I have to add some headers to this file. Bear with me. So to calculate the number of source and target words, very easily, number of words, source, size, plus target word dot get size. When we actually have the score, we need to put it into the score breakdown, which is basically all the scores for each feature function. There's a method called plus equals to add the score to this collection. The first method, the first argument to it is the feature function, which is this, and the second one is the score as a float. And that is the entirety of our feature function. We're just going to compile it now. There we go. So finally it actually compiles. We're going to include this new feature function in our ini file. So I've created this line in the features section, which is the name of our feature. By default it appends the unique name, it just appends a number to it, but we can call it use feature, use word penalty. So make it a little bit more descriptive, word penalty. There you go. And now we're going to run it. I'm going to run this and we're gonna output the NBES so we can actually see the new this penalty in the NBES list. So it tells it to output the NBES list. Okay, it's finished running. So let's have a look at the NBES list and see what it shows. So there you go. And that's the new score of the new feature function. Ta-da!